During my 3.5-week visit to Thailand, I spent almost a week exploring Bangkok, and here are my top 10 places to see in this great city. Number 10, Wat Arun, known as the Temple of Dawn, is a distinctive Bangkok temple that rises above the Chao Phraya River. It is one of the most intricately designed temples you will find in Thailand. The temple derives its name from the Indian Hindu god Aruna, or god of dawn, relating to the rising sun. It's also one of the few temples in Bangkok you're allowed to climb. Its distinctive Khmer-style tower, or prong, which is a spire or stupa-like pagoda, was built in the early 19th century during the reigns of Rama II and Rama III. The central prong is encrusted with colorful porcelain. The height is reported by different sources as between 219 feet and 282 feet high. The corners are surrounded by 4 smaller satellite prongs. Around the base of the prong are various figures of ancient Chinese soldiers and animals. Over the second terrace are 4 statues of the Hindu god Indra riding on Erawan. The central prong is considered to have 3 symbolic levels. The base, indicating all realms of existence, the middle, which is the heaven where all desires are gratified, and the top, indicating 6 heavens within 7 realms of happiness. Number 9, Soi Cowboy, or Cowboy Street, is one of the top 3 infamous entertainment districts in Bangkok. Going into the belly of the beast. Here we go. I only had time to visit one entertainment district, so I chose Soi Cowboy because it's not that large. In fact, it's basically an alleyway that's 500 feet or 150 meters long. There are about 40 bars and go-go bars here. I was punched in the shoulder by a girl as I walked by her because I was filming, so if you want to take photos or film, please be careful. Number 8, Wat Traimit, Temple of the Golden Buddha, is a Theravada Buddhist temple located near Bangkok's Chinatown. It's known for having the world's largest solid gold Buddhist statue, which is worth well over $300 million. This statue is carried a secret for hundreds of years. In 1955, during a ceremony to move the statue to the newly built Buddhist temple, during the final attempt to lift the statue from its pedestal with a crane, the ropes broke and the statue fell hard on the ground. Some of the plaster coating chipped off, allowing the gold surface underneath to be seen. When all the plaster was removed, it was found that the gold statue actually consisted of 9 parts that fit smoothly together. A key was also found encased in plaster at its base, which can be used to disassemble the statue, allowing for easier transportation. Number 7, Klong Talat Flower Market. Located near Chinatown, it's the main flower market in Bangkok. This indoor-outdoor market is ranked as one of the top 10 flower markets in the world. A lot of the arrangements that you see here are for funerals and weddings. This area was originally the site of a floating market in the late 18th century before becoming a fish market. The fish market was then converted into a produce market. The flower market is open 24/7. Many local florists come here in the early morning hours between 2 and 4 a.m. to stock their shops for the day. Number 6, Chinatown Street Food Tour on Yaowarat Road. This was a great way to see and sample some of Bangkok's street food, as well as to explore a little bit of Chinatown, which is one of the largest Chinatowns in the world. It's also one of the oldest areas in Bangkok. Yaowarat Road has been here since 1900. Would you like to sample some scorpions and insects? This is durian, the smelliest fruit on earth. It's banned on public transportation, airplanes, and in hotels. Yes, people in Bangkok eat birds' nests, particularly in soups or as desserts. Number 5, Wat Saket, the Golden Mount, is a beautiful Buddhist temple featuring a large golden chiti or pagoda at the top. The temple dates back to the Ayutthaya era, which lasted until 1767. When Bangkok became the capital, King Rama I renovated the temple and gave it its present name, which roughly translates as wash hair. It was believed that on his return from war, the king stopped to take a bath and wash his hair here before entering the inner city. On top of the temple is the chiti that enshrines the Buddha's relics received from India and Sri Lanka. The surrounding concrete walls were added in the 1940s to stop the hill from eroding. The modern Wat Saket was built in the early 20th century using Carrara marble. Number 4, Wat Po.
We're at Wat Po, Reclining Buddha.
The Wat and the Reclining Buddha were built by King Rama III in 1832. The image of the dying reclining Buddha represents the entry of Buddha into nirvana and the end of all reincarnations. The posture of the Buddha image is the posture of a sleeping or reclining lion. The Buddha is 15 meters or 50 feet high and 46 meters or 150 feet long and is one of the largest Buddhist statues in Thailand. The soles of the feet of the Buddha are 3 meters or 10 feet high and 4.5 meters or 15 feet long and inlaid with mother of pearl. Number 3, the Maeklong Railway Market is actually about an hour outside of Bangkok, but it's one of the most popular day trips from Bangkok, so I thought I'd include it. I actually came here on 2 different days, so you have 2 different views of the market. It's hard to believe that a train will be coming through here in just a few minutes. My guide told me we can stay here while the train comes through if I buy something from the vendor, which I did. The vendors move their carts and fold up their awnings before the train arrives. They have to do this a few times a day, which must be quite an inconvenience. But given how many tourists come here each day, it's probably worth it. Once the train comes through, the vendors put the awnings and carts back in place until the next train arrives. Number 2, the Damnoen Saduak floating market is also about an hour outside of Bangkok. While it is overcrowded and quite touristy, for me, that's what made it exciting and interesting. Yes, you will be breathing in some of the unpleasant boat fumes. If you want to stop at a souvenir stand, just tell your guide or boat pilot and they will stop for you. Here are some of the souvenir stands we saw under the bridge. Here we're stopping for lunch. Normally I'm a little skeptical about eating street food, or in this case canal food, but seeing the woman cooking our meal was reassuring. Once we got our food, our boat moved on, and we ate our lunch as we were cruising on the canal. And now, the number 1 place to see in Bangkok, the Grand Palace. The Grand Palace in Bangkok is one of the most beautiful palace complexes I've ever seen, and I've seen many around the world. The palace is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Thailand, with over 8 million people visiting each year. The palace has been the official residence of the kings of Siam and later Thailand since 1782, when King Rama I moved the capital from Thonburi to Bangkok. By 1925, the king, the royal family, and the government were no longer permanently settled at the palace and had moved to other residences. After the abolition of absolute monarchy in 1932, all government agencies completely moved out of the palace. Today, the Grand Palace is still used for official events. Several royal ceremonies and state functions are held within the walls of the palace every year, but it remains a working palace, with several royal offices still situated inside.